Playboi Carti just released his new album titled Whole Lotta Red yesterday on Christmas Day. Look, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I wasn't gonna do this video. My last video was gonna be my last video for the year, but I decided, you know what? Why not? And shout out to Hope wanted me to review this album, so I'ma do it. Now, if you're new to my channel, I do music reviews that not only consist of me breaking down the artist, but also breaking down each song on the album, and then I give my review. So if you're a music fan, go ahead and leave that subscribe button. We over 700 subscribers, which is crazy. I appreciate y'all. Help me get to 1,000. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and like the video, and let's go ahead and get into it. So as always on my channel, I always break down the artist first. So who is Playboi Carti? Jordan Terrell Carter is a 24-year-old rapper, singer, and songwriter born and raised in Atlanta, Georgia. Now, he was initially signed to a local underground label titled Awful Records, and then he eventually signed to A$AP Mob's AWGE label, which is under Interscope Records. Now, I never really been a huge Playboi Carti listener, but according to my research, he gained that major mainstream attention in 2017. Now, if you're a Playboi Carti fan, go ahead and comment below your favorite Playboi Carti song or mixtape. Put me on. Go ahead and leave a thumbs up on this video while you at it. I mean, you might as well. But his debut mixtape actually released April 2017, and it included Billboard Hot 100 singles like Magnolia and Woke Up Like This. I woke up like this. I know, that's Beyonce. Hey, don't kill me in the comments. But from that point, it was only up from there. His debut album, Die Lit, actually released in 2018, and it peaked at number 3 on the US Billboard Hot 200 charts, even after following a 2-year hiatus of not even releasing any solo music. Now, before the fame, he was actually a hooper with an attitude. Or that's why I call it. Look, the guy played basketball, alright? But according to a Complex interview, he stated that his mom couldn't tell him nothing and nobody else could either. And as you can imagine, I mean, as a youth, you get into a lot of trouble saying things like that. All he wanted to do was go to the NBA and not even go to college. But eventually that changed. He got into music in 2011. He got into music in 2011 as Sir Cartier, and from that point on, he actually started to skip school and work on music. This guy actually skipped school so much to the point where nobody actually attended his graduation because they didn't even think that he was going to graduate. But it all ended up working out, right? I mean, look at him now. And he got a high school diploma. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Stay in school, kids. Now, if you never heard his music, Complex actually described him as spare and repetitive and more concerned about flow and catchy phrases. Now, I'm not surprised after hearing that some of his influences are Chief Keef, Lil Uzi Vert, and Gucci Mane. But nevertheless, he still has bangers. We have this second album, Whole Lotta Red. Now, I actually heard some mixed thoughts about this project. I mean, a lot of those mixed thoughts were really more so bad. Not really good things. But I'm here to clear up the air, break down each song, and give you my opinion on the album, but also my full-on review. So please do me a favor, leave a thumbs up on this video and go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Now, after looking at the entire track list for this album, I'm seeing some pretty big features. I mean, it's not too many, it's only 3, but I see Kid Cudi, Kanye West, and Future. So I'm definitely excited to hear For Sure Go to the Moon with Kanye West. I'm definitely excited to hear Metamorphosis with Kid Cudi. But already off the back, it is 1 hour and 3 minutes. It's a pretty long project, 24 songs, but we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Oh, and stay until the end of the video. At the end of the video, I'm actually going to make an announcement. And it's gonna be my new 2021 schedule. So go ahead and stay to the end. You don't want to miss it. Never too much. Never too much. Okay, so let's talk Rockstar Mode. First off, very repetitive, but it's not all just terrible. To be honest, his flow sounds similar to a Slim Jimmy, but the beat is kind of interesting. I mean, it's a lot of synth Rockstar sounds going on here, but it's just kind of overtaken with the repetitiveness with what he's saying with it throughout the song. Never too much. I didn't really enjoy this song too much, but I'm definitely curious to see how the rest of the album progresses. I love the production. It was very unique, very Kanye, really. A nice dramatic, distorted sound in the background going on with the strings there. Then it goes back and forth with the drums being there and not being there. I enjoyed Kanye's verse. Me personally, I just think that Playboi Carti kind of ruined this song for me. I mean, it was good, but once it got to his part, he kind of rapped off beat. I really wasn't feeling it as much. Yeah. I love the beat. The beat rocks. The beat bounces. I love the 808s going on throughout the track. Very repetitive when it comes to a lyrical standpoint, but it's catchy because it's repetitive. Will I keep this one? Probably not. But the beat rocks. Now Beno, I'm actually feeling. I love the catchiness. I love the production. It's very bouncy. I love his performance. It's giving me a lot of Young Thug delivery vibes. I ride with this one. This is one track that I would keep. Very solid performance. I don't mind this song. It's very short, very to the point, and I dig it. I'll listen to this again. Okay, beat. All right, beat. Yeah, all right. Let's see his delivery. The definition of repetitive. Literally, the song is 1 minute and 33 seconds, and it's a lot of repeating the same things. Not a fan of this one. The signature. Is it just me, or the guy repeats every lyric twice before he goes on to the next bar? I can definitely see why Complex definitely said that he's very repetitive, because that's all he's been doing for the past 6 songs. One thing I do love, I love Kid Cudi on this song. I love the his verse also saved the song. His verse is hands down amazing. I'm a Kid Cudi fan. He did his thing on that track. It is rocking with the 808s, it is rocking with the drums, but it just sounds very distorted quality wise, and it's really just not selling me at the end of the day. Woo! This beat is crazy. I thought it was solid. I thought the beat was actually pretty fire, actually. I thought the sample that they had in the background with the voice is solid, and they had some really nice chorus to kind of support it as well. But though when the song continues, it's very, very, very repetitive, hands down. I mean, but that's what I'm getting with Playboi Carti. He's very repetitive. Yeah, that was the Madre. With this track also, I actually didn't mind his delivery. I didn't mind his flow. I thought it was solid for the beat. It fit. It worked. So this one's a keeper. When I go to sleep, I dream about murder. Phew. I know he got some nightmares. God almighty. You know, as I look through a lot of these songs, it's a lot of 1 minute songs and 2 minute songs. I'm not sure if he's just trying to put out a lot of songs just to get the streaming up, but I feel like there's going to be a lot more songs like this one that's really not needed for the album. Just my opinion. I swear, this dude repeats another verse or another line or another syllable or another word. I can keep going. If he repeats something literally 5-6 times again, I don't know if I can make it through this album, to be honest with you. Nah, but for you, I'm going to make it through it, of course. I mean, what's the point of even posting a video if you're not going to make it through it, right? I just got a case. Got dirt on my face. I picked up a case. I got dirt in my face. I guess that makes sense. Not a fan of this track. Very repetitive. The beat was also very repetitive and kind of simple as well. So that makes 9 tracks. One of them I keep. Not gonna lie, it's a pretty bad song. Now, what saved the song just a little bit was Future's verse. I did not mind it. I didn't mind it at all. Is this song lyrical? Definitely not. When Playboi Carti came back in, did I hate it? Yes, I did. Very repetitive. I think this song is gonna be titled probably the most repetitive album of the year so far. Song 10, I still got 1. Off the bat, the production is just kind of weird. I think the 808 cuts off a little bit too early before the phrase repeats. Is that just me? Leave a comment below. Let me know if I'm the only one feeling that way. But other than the 808 cutoff, I don't think it's a terrible beat. I do love the synth sounds. I do love the sample that's in the background. Not really a sample, it's more so like a xylophone going on in the background. The drums are knocking, the 808 is definitely kicking. It still got that distorted sound that was in the previous track, so I guess you could say it's consistent. But overall, not really a huge fan of this song. Really don't have to be on here. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but this song is actually pretty good compared to the other previous tracks. I personally like the organ in this track. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's cool with the 808s going on. The beat is still a simple beat, so it don't take away from that. Verse is still very repetitive. And it's probably another song that really don't need to be on the album. Ooh. Ooh. Hands down, New Neon has the best production. I enjoyed this song. I was shaking my head the entire track. I didn't mind Playboi Carti's flow. I didn't mind what he was saying in the track. I thought it was cool, I thought it was catchy, but that beat is insane. I gotta give it to the producer there. Like the beat is what made this song hands down. 2 out of 13 so far. I don't know how to feel about this one. The beat kind of sounds like a video game. Like, you know how you about to play Tetris and the music that plays in the background? That's how it pretty much sounds. Don't necessarily mean it's a bad beat, but that's just what it's giving me. And this track is actually trying to tell more of a story, which is, I guess, pretty good compared to the other tracks prior. But I'm not really feeling it. I mean, his delivery is just not really rocking with the beat. It's more so he's just talking on top of the beat rather than working with the beat. I had to legit turn it up to make sure it wasn't me on my end. This is a very extremely distorted song. The 808 really makes this extremely distorted to the point where I can't even enjoy the production for the first, 20 seconds in the track. Like, it's literally clashing with the high end. Like, the low end is not even complete. I'm not sure if they went to the studio for this album, but it bugs me. Like, who missed this song? One thing I hate the most is just mixing on this track. God almighty, what? It's so friendly ass, niggas. So friendly ass. Okay, all right, that's it. Though a very repetitive song is not really good lyrically, I do enjoy this song. Just one, because the beat is actually pretty fire. It's very distorted throughout the entire album, but the beat is very good. It has a lot of different differentiations throughout this track. I love how there's a build up. I love how there's like a calm down on the verses. And even though it's a 1 minute and 42 second song, it gives you a lot in such a little. All right, so that's 3. All right, 3 out of 16 so far. Why is there a delay? Do y'all hear that? It's like they didn't repeat the sample enough. It's listen to this. Like, that kick is coming in late. I don't know, maybe the kick is not coming in late, but the sample is ending early. It obviously is bugging me right now. I can't see me listening to this song again. After listening to this, it's like, why did I listen to this? It don't really serve a purpose. I don't think it's that good. It's one of those songs that I feel like it's just there for streaming. I admit, very repetitive. Not a bad track. I thought the beat wasn't too bad at all. But again, the repetitiveness just kind of kills it for me. Compared to what I heard so far in the past, this song is not bad. It's added to the good list. Over is another poorly mixed track. The synth is way higher than the drums. You can barely really hear the drums. And I am listening to this album in my studio speakers. I mean, as you can see, this right here, I'm using Resolve Samsung speakers. I don't understand why it's poorly mixed. Maybe they were just in a rush to release this project. That's kind of how I'm assuming right now. I don't mind this song. I think it's not too bad. I thought the production was pretty good. I thought his performance was pretty good. I thought it was very catchy, still repetitive, but not that bad. I like this flow. Way better than previous tracks, and I give it to him. This is added to the good list. Another track where the production is pretty good, not too bad. I like what it's doing there. I love the sonic sounds in this track as well from the production standpoint, but again, the lyrics that's on top of it is just not cutting it. From a production standpoint, hands down the best production on this album, no competition. Like, nothing is touching this. I love the sample. I love the drum progression. I love sounds used in this. I love the voices that they put in this and the voice samples that they use throughout the track. Well done. I gotta give it to you. And I think that this is a really good way to end the album with a really good, with one of the best songs. Let's say that. But again, I still don't think that the lyrics is cutting it. I do feel as though the beat is so good, it could have been a lot more done on top of it. So my thoughts on this album. Overall, it's really not that good of an album. There's a lot of songs I did not like. I mean, it's a whole hour worth of songs, and really there's 3 really good ones. There's about 2 okay ones or 3 okay ones, and then the rest is just not that good. Since it was released on Christmas, I'm going to say, well, if I was Santa Claus and I had to give it a good or a naughty, this would definitely be a naughty. But to kind of find a positive in it, it has some good tracks with some really good production, but it was a lot of distortion and not really good mixed songs. I felt as though this project was more so rushed rather than more quality and more thought out. I do feel as though his verses was freestyled and very repetitive, and it really didn't cut me for a lot of the songs. I was more tempted to skip them rather than actually tune in and listen. The length of the album, like I said before, it is pretty long. It didn't have to be this long. I would keep Feel Like Dying, I would keep New Neon, and I would keep On That Time. The other songs were okay, you know. I Love You, I Hate You was okay, but the rest I would definitely get rid of. So let's go ahead and get to my rating. Okay, so for production, I gave it a 6. I didn't think there was a lot that was very special about this project from a production standpoint. Vocalism, I gave it a 3. I didn't truly enjoy a lot of his delivery. There really wasn't too much vocalism as well. There really wasn't too much singing to be done on this album as well. So it really wasn't a chance to showcase the vocalism really, but again, it wasn't really melodic at all. I mean, let's just be honest. Songwriting, I gave it a 1. I didn't think it was very good songwriting at all. I thought it was very repetitive. It could be catchy at times, which that is the positive in it, but overall it's very repetitive, and he often repeated stuff more often than what he should have. And then finally, the overall feel, I was very nice at this. I gave it a 5 because there was songs that I did, I guess, like, but will I go back to these songs? Most likely not. So altogether, if you add everything up and you divide by 4, you get a 3.75 out of 10. I came in with no expectations with this album. I didn't know how it was gonna sound. People said it wasn't that good from what I've heard, and after hearing it, I agree, it was not that good. So that's my opinion on the project. Let me know in the comment section how y'all feel about the project. That's why I didn't think it was that enjoyable, but let me know how y'all feel. But if you like this video, go ahead and leave a thumbs up and subscribe. Remember, your only limitations are those of your own mind, and Stevie TV out. Okay, so before I go, here's what I'm thinking for content wise. So on Sundays, it's gonna be live videos. So it's gonna be videos arranging around everything. But I'm also going to react to your suggestions. So definitely comment below in all of my videos on what y'all want me to react to. And I do like a live show where I actually, you know, react to everything live time on YouTube. On Mondays, I'm actually going to sample a song, so I'm going to do more beat making and music production videos. And for my K-pop fans, I'm going to do K-pop reactions and reviews. So if you want to see more of those videos, definitely leave a thumb up as well. Thursday is going to be like a throwback Thursday, so I'm going to actually react to songs that are older or albums that's older. And a lot of those videos might consist of me reacting. And then on Fridays, I'm gonna do exactly what I'm doing right now and release a music review where I'm gonna go in depth on the artist and in depth on the songs on the album. And to finish off the week on Saturday, I'm going to do making the beats live. So basically every beat that you're gonna see on Monday or any type of music related thing that I do on Monday for Music Monday, I'm going to actually be on live, and you can actually experience the creation process if you do want to be a producer or if you do want to create content in general. I want this to be a community for music lovers like myself and like you. So let's make this happen. More live videos, more content, and subscribe to stay up to date. Alright, Stevie TV out.
Mr. Steve, y'all. I'm older, right? I knew it was gonna